There are moments when it seems like the Bears fan base is on a roller coaster. First, there's total excitement with the new reinforcements. Then comes the criticism, the pessimism, analysts throwing cold water on the hype. But when the dust settles and the numbers speak louder, that's when reality hits. And now, with training camp approaching, one thing is becoming clear. That story about our offensive line being a problem again? Forget it. The narrative has changed, and it has changed for the better. The names? Joe Thuney and Jonah Jackson. The two newly arrived guards in Chicago are already being pointed out by analysts as the best guard duo in the NFL. That's right. Pro Football Focus not only ranked them at the top, but also used words like elite and dominant to describe what this duo can offer. And the fans, who were skeptical, now have good reasons to believe. But before we move on, go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment below. Do you think the Bears now have the best guard duo in the league? Or are you still hesitant? I want to know how the Chicago Nation is feeling. Let's get to the facts. When Ryan Poles acquired Thuney for a 4th-round pick and Jackson for a 6th, he was called a genius. He avoided bidding wars in free agency and brought in two guys who play critical positions for Caleb Williams' success. But soon after, criticism came. Jackson was benched by the Rams. Thuney is over 30. But now, the context is coming to light. And with it, the truth. That benching of Jackson? It was the result of a blunder by the Rams, who made him play center out of nowhere with almost zero experience at the position. Even so, he tried to hold down the fort. Now back in his original position and playing in an offensive scheme he already knows, under the command of Ben Johnson, former OC of the Lions, the chance for redemption is real. As for Thuney, well, he speaks for himself. 6 Super Bowls on his resume, elite pass blocker, and a streak of 8 games last year where he allowed just 1 pressure on 316 snaps. That's all pro material. Even at 32 years old, he continues to play at a very high level. Of course, there's risk. Jackson has a history of injuries. Thuney has never been a beast in the run game, but it's much more than what we had last year, where the interior line was a Russian roulette with Nate Davis, Tevin Jenkins, Ryan Bates, and company. And speaking of depth, that's where the only problem lies. If Thuney or Jackson get hurt, it's a different story. Bill Murray and Ryan Bates are the backups now, and both are coming off serious injuries. But let's be honest, when it comes to the offensive line, every NFL team is walking a tightrope with injuries. What the Bears have now is stability, experience, and potential chemistry with a QB who will need every extra second in the pocket. Caleb Williams won't be able to work magic if there's a collapse in front of him. And with Thuney and Jackson healthy, this line becomes a strength, not a weakness. So here's the question, fans. Can we trust now? Is the Bears' offensive line really among the best in the NFL? Or does it still need to prove itself on the field? I want to know. Comment below.